Good morning, everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to start Unit 3, that is Construction of Road Pavement. It carries 16 marks. So, first, let's see the unit outcome of this unit. So, first unit outcome is describe the properties of given types of road material. Second unit outcome is explain functions of component of pavement. And next is describe the construction method of road pavement. Means after the ending of this unit, you must be able to know the properties of given types of materials used for construction of the road, then functions of component of pavement, and the various methods for road pavement, for construction of a road pavement. So this point should be get cleared after the end of this unit. So let's start. As we know, generally the construction of highway, it is done above the ground level. When the formation level is above the ground level, so at that time the road is constructed above the ground level. During this, following are the components which are constructed, that is embankment or fill, subgrade, pavement layer of flexible or rigid structure. So at the bottom there is embankment or fill. On that embankment or fill, the subgrade is provided, and on that subgrade a rigid or flexible pavement is provided. As you can see the cross section of the road, here at the bottom there is embankment. On that embankment subgrade is provided, and on that subgrade the rigid or flexible pavement is raised. So this is the cross section of highway embankment. Then in cutting, if the vertical alignment of a highway warrants taken formation of the highway below the general ground level, if the formation level is below the general ground level at some areas, then the highway may be constructed in cutting. वहाँ पे हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, जब फॉर्मेशन लेवल ग्राउंड लेवल के नीचे होगा, when the formation level is below the ground level, at that time we have to do the cutting, and the highway structure would consist of the following component. उसमें फर्स्ट रहेगा प्रीपेड कटिंग, सेकेंड सबग्रेड, and on that subgrade pavement layer of flexible or rigid pavement is provided. Then let's see material for highway embankment. Which type of material should be used in the construction of embankment? So generally for the embankment, the locally available soil excavated from the nearby boroughs are used, and that boroughs are along the alignment of the road which fulfill minimum specified requirement. So generally जो लोकल अवेलेबल मटेरियल हमें मिलेगा फ्रॉम द बोरो पिट्स अलॉन्ग द अलाइनमेंट, वही मटेरियल हम यूज़ करेंगे फॉर द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द embankment. Therefore, next point, therefore the soil used in a road embankment and their property vary depending upon the different types of soil found along the road alignment. So as we going on excavation along the alignment of the road, so at that time the soil property of the soil may vary because it is not on one place. As we are going excavating along the alignment, आपण अलाइनमेंटच्या अलॉंग एक्सकवेशन करत जातोय म्हणून जी सॉईल टाईप आहे, सो इट विल व्हॅरी अकॉर्डिंग टू दी एरिया. जसं जसं आपण समोर एक्सकवेट करत जाऊ आणि सॉईल यूज करत जाऊ, तसं तसं आपल्याला ती सॉईल व्हॅरी होताना दिसेल. द रोड इम्बँकमेंट मे ऑल्सो बी कन्स्ट्रक्टेड युझिंग डिफरंट टाईप्स ऑफ locally available waste material. If you are constructing the road in particular area and in that area there are some waste products, So you can use that waste product for the construction of the embankment also. Likewise the fly ash या फिर कंस्ट्रक्शन डेब्रीज होंगे, ये जो वेस्ट मटेरियल्स है ये आप एम्बैंकमेंट के कंस्ट्रक्शन में आप यूज़ कर सकते हो. Then the organic waste materials such as garbage and other biodegradable material, it is not used for construction of road embankment. Okay, ये जो degradable material है, that degradable material is not used for the construction of road embankment. It is because of due to their undesirable characteristics such as high compensability, settlement, and high variation in stability. Because of this points, the degradable material are not used for the construction of embankment. The embankment is constructed up to the desired level by compacting the soil in layer to specified density. जैसे ही हम बाहर से सॉइल वगैरह लाएंगे एंड वी विल lay that soil on the embankment. After laying the soil, the compaction is done, and after compaction, if the level is reached, then it's okay. If level is not reached, then again we put the soil and again we do the compaction. The process is repeated till the particular level is reached, and the compaction is done until the specified density. When the level is reached, at that time the compaction is also stopped and we get the level. Then the road stretches in cutting, material for road stretches in cutting. So the road stretches in cutting invariably consist of local material. This may be generally be of different soil found along the alignment. Occasionally rocky and other type of strata are also encountered along the cutting stretches. Okay, so during the uh, cutting, as we go on cutting, so we get the n number of stratas. The top of the cutting is prepared by recomposing as specified to the desired profile. When we do the cutting, so the surface is leveled properly. Then subgrade material. The subgrade is constructed using superior soil of specified properties brought from selected boroughs. Okay, so for construction of the subgrade, a particular material is brought from a particular area. Then the subgrade of specified thickness is compacted in layer to specify dry density over the top prepared embankment और टॉप ऑफ द प्रीपेड कटिंग. जब हम embankment वगैरह कंस्ट्रक्ट करेंगे या फिर हम कटिंग वगैरह प्रिपेयर करेंगे, सो ऑन दैट embankment और कटिंग द subgrade is constructed. The subgrade is constructed to a particular thickness and the soil is again compacted to a required specified density. Then the subgrade forms an important component of the pavement structure. अब ये जो सबग्रेड है इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट. ये जो सबग्रेड है ये इम्पॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट है पेवमेंट स्ट्रक्चर का, बिकॉज इट सपोर्ट्स द पेवमेंट कंपोनेंट लेयर अलॉन्ग विद द ट्रैफिक लोड. अब इसके ऊपर एक तो रिजिड पेवमेंट आएगा या फिर फ्लेक्सिबल पेवमेंट आएगा, बट इट ऑल्सो सपोर्ट टू द ट्रैफिक ऑन दैट pavement. So as it support the pavement also and the traffic on that pavement also, so it is the very important part of pavement. Then subgrade material. The subgrade material and its property play important role both in the design and in the performance of the pavement structure. So as depending upon the subgrade material, the design of the pavement will depend upon it, and also the performance of the pavement structure, it also depends upon the material used in the subgrade. Then material of pavement layer. So for flexible pavement layers, crushed aggregate or soil aggregate mix with adequate permeability is used in the drainage layer. Then stone aggregate and fine aggregate in the granular base course. And after that, coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and bituminous binder in the bituminous pavement layer used in the base course or binder course and the surface course as per the design. So, as per design, accordingly, this material is used for the construction of flexible pavement. Then, in rigid pavement layer, the crushed aggregate or soil aggregate mixed with adequate permeability in drainage layer. Then coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and Portland cement for the lean cement concrete in subbase course. Then coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and Portland cement are used for preparation of pavement quality concrete in the cement concrete pavement slab, which serves as both base course and surface course. So following material is used for the construction of rigid pavement. Thank you very much. If there is any query, you can contact on the given contact number. Thank you very much.